Hi, I'm Christy Clark and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the October issue of Quick and Crafty. It's on sale Friday the 7th of September and it's just $3.99. I'm joined by top designer Corinne Bradd. She's here to dish the dirt on the October issue, the gifts, the projects and the features. Hiya Corinne.
Hello Christy.
What we got going on?
Well, there's two great free gifts on the October issue of Quick and Crafty. First of all, there's a handbag size knitting book with great patterns in there, ideas and inspiration for your knitting, from beginners to intermediate knitters. We've also got a beautiful card making kit that goes out on the front. There's card blanks and envelopes, there's some lovely background papers and some great little toppers and motifs.
They're gorgeous, aren't they?
Well, Jill Albus has been busy again. She's made a whole set of cards here using them. I especially like this washing line design. You were looking at these earlier, weren't you?
Yeah, I really like this one here with all the flowers on the front. I think it's gorgeous with the paper in the back. Fantastic. So what else have we got coming up?
Well, Debbie Potter has been experimenting with ink and fabric paint and also ceramic paint. And she's made this beautiful floral themed set here. Great dark colours with the white paint. It really stands out well.
Gorgeous, isn't it? That little cup set there.
Yeah, it's
really
the sort of thing,
nice.
if you've got a guest room, you could really turn it into a nice personal space with
really
detailing
nice.
like that.
So what's this swirly set here?
Well, Glynis Gilruth has also been using ceramic paint, plus also some fabric paint. She's done some stitching, she's done some punching. You know, everything that you could do in crafting, Glynis has used in that set. It's a real 80s inspired sort of funky, swirly, geometrical set.
Yeah, it really is. You've got everything there as well, haven't you? Sugar bowl, your milk pot, napkin. I mean, the napkin's lovely. Really
But what
nice.
she's also done with the teacups and that, I think she's punched out images and then used the remainder of the paper as a stencil to do her ceramic painting with, which is a good idea. And then lastly, Sue Burrows has been getting to grips with Dovecraft's new Christmas range of papers. She's used some really pretty card blank shapes with a touch of sparkle, so they're really nice.
Lovely. So many people are making their Christmas cards already.
Yeah,
Aren't they?
yeah. Well, you do, don't you?
Tons of us. Right. So what else we got coming up?
Feature-wise, we've got some tips if you want to get into the knitting business. There's ideas and direction from people that are already within the industry. There's a feature about how to buy your craft materials through mail order, what to look out for, the things to avoid. And also we'll be chatting to a group of textile design graduates, getting all the gossip from them because they are the fashion designers of the future. So there's plenty for you to get your teeth into there, Christy.
Definitely is. It sounds like it's jam-packed with projects and features, and you all want to have a look at the features afterwards, sit down and have a cup of tea and relax for a bit. So I'm quite excited about the project we're going to be doing today.
Well, what I'm doing is I'm showing you how to use a simple tea bag technique to decorate things like this gift bag or the notebook. These
You're
papers,
really good at the tea bag folding, aren't you?
It's one of those things that you pick up as you go along. It's not something that I'd ever tried before about 6 months ago, but it is really very simple. It's based on origami. The papers used here are like a great range of papers from Jackie Henschel. They really are beautiful designs on there. What I'm going to do is just show you how to do this very simple...
Like gorgeous colours.
It's almost like the whirly windmills that you get when you're a child. So you need to cut your papers out. Now each sheet of paper, I'll just take it out here, they've all got nice wide cutting lines on there so you can cut them out quite easily. Use a ruler and a scalpel. And then to create your fold, these are triangular shaped folds. So what you need to do first of all is if you fold your paper on the diagonal, fold it that way first of all, and this way. And then if you fold it in half that way, what you can do is just very carefully push those two sides in so you make this triangular shape. When you're using these papers, try and make sure that the way you fold them, you've got mirror images of all of them, because some of them are slightly different. As you can see on here, you've actually got a little half circle there that's missing off the other sides. So if you fold 8 pieces, 8 squares, you can either do them all the same or use the different ones, and then quite simply you slot them into one another. You slot them in like that, as you go around.
Yeah, so you know what I like about these is the fact that you can do it that way, or you can have it in the way that they all match up perfectly.
Yeah, this is it. If you fold 8 papers that are all exactly the same, They will match up perfectly, and it's really effective because what it does is you've got the pattern, but you've also got a three-dimensional look to it as well. What you can do, you can go further, you can do more intricate folds on your tea bags. This was done quite simply, again, by folding it in a different direction this time. So instead of folding it on the diagonal outwards, if you fold it square outwards, and I'm doing this quite quickly, but normally you'd measure up your edges and do it perfectly so you don't see any white.
Yeah.
If you then fold it this way, so that when you fold it together you end up with a square.
Yeah.
And then what you can do is just partially fold these bits in before, to the middle, and you'll end up
I never seem to get this. I don't know how many times you've tried to show me.
No,
but
I have to. You know, we've done demos on it before, but you've got a kite shape that you can then slip in that way, or you can, you can use different papers and different ways around of doing it. And the way that you put together, you just play around with it because you get all sorts of different shapes. As I say, this is the simplest way of doing it. Just having the triangular ones. I mean, these she hasn't even slotted them in. She's slotted on the four sides instead of overlapping it like the windmill here. But really it is just a case of playing around with it.
I think the nice thing with tea bag folding is the fact that you can have so many different styles of doing it, but the more you change the papers, you've got a whole other look again.
And the thing is, the papers are quite inexpensive. These are really nice quality. They're a shiny finish on them. But you'll notice that if you fold and unfold it, you don't get any cracking in it. The image doesn't start wearing away the more you fold it, so you can really experiment with them. Good fun.
Well, fab. Thanks for showing us that today, Corinne. Or why not show us your tea bag folding techniques? Log on to www.quickandcrafty.co.uk. Put your pictures on the gallery so we can all have a look. See you next time. Make sure you never miss out on a copy of your favourite craft magazine by subscribing to Quick and Crafty via direct debit for only $8.99 every 3 issues. For 13 issues, it's just £37 in the UK, £65 in Europe and £75 for the rest of the world. Subscribe now and you'll get a great free gift. It's a Fiskars Guillotine and Craft Selection Pack. It's containing a bumper set of pretty papers, card and sparkling embellishments worth a whopping £50. Call the hotline on 0844 815 0028 or subscribe online at www.quickandcrafty.com.